I'm going to start this video off by saying I reject downsizing. I know, because that makes it look like one part of our life was really big and another part's going to be really small. And I reject that. It's definitely worth having a conversation about. So let's talk about it. I am Angel. I am one half of the GenX division of the Elevate team at EXP here in South Carolina. I am not just a real estate agent. I am a midlife woman, just like maybe you are. And I recently moved from California to South Carolina in peri and or menopause, and a car full of stuff, a dog that gets car sick, and Bluetooth that went out in the middle of New Mexico. Lord, have I got stories for you. Today, we're going to walk through the emotional and practical side of downsizing. Again, I'm rejecting downsizing. I'm rejecting that term, but we're going to use it for the sake of this video. But just know that that's not where I think our heads need to be for this. Because it's not just about square footage. It's about getting clarity. It's about a lot of courage. And it's about, fine-tuning this next part of our lives so that it's in alignment with what we want to do. As women, in our 30s and 40s, we were raising littles and middles, and we're working inside the home, outside the home, navigating marriage, all of that part of our life very well. Our capacity was grand and we were able to take it all in, right? Well, now that we're in this midlife season, things kind of change and our capacity shrinks. We have kind of been raised as like an either or generation. You're either, to sit and be quiet, or you go outside and play, but you don't get to play inside with the adults. Like well, now we're in this season of like, it's not either or, it's yes and. So we've had all of these years of raising kids and these beautiful homes that we have. And, we've hosted the parties and we've had the sleepovers and we've, had a messy house. We've had a clean house. We've had holidays and birthdays and all that in our houses, right? And so now that we're at this new season of our life, our generation tends to think it's either or. We either feel bad or we feel great. And I'm here to tell you, we can do both because we are able to handle a lot. Not only just because we're Gen X, but because we're Gen X women. We've lived through Madonna and all of her variations, Cher. And all of her variations, we've got variations. So it's not a grief or sadness, it's grief and happiness, and it's happiness and excitement at the same time. It's not either or. So we aren't leaving that house that served us for all of those years where we hosted and did all of the things in it. We are wrapping it up completed. It's okay. It's whole. It's time for somebody else to move on and move into that house, while we are excited and joyful and curious about what this next season of our life is going to look like. Let me know if that makes sense in the comments, if you're tracking with what I'm saying, where we can hold grief and joy at the same time. It's not an either or, it's a yes and. Leave that in the comments for me. I'd like to hear from you. Okay, so picture this. I'm feeling very much like Linda Hamilton at the end of Terminator, when it's her and the dog and her weapon and her Jeep. I didn't have a Jeep, but I had the dog and the weapon and all my crap because we had already moved Dan and Harry, my son, and the cats to South Carolina. Our daughter had moved out and into her new place in California. And so I was wrapping up, I'm a licensed realtor in California. So I had a bunch of escrows that were closing. Plus I had to stay for our closing of our house for our buyers. So I didn't get here until about a month after they did. So our dog, half terrier, half lab, is lovely. And he brings us complete joy. But that dog does not do well in cars. I wish he was one of those dogs that, put his head out the window and had the drool and he is not that dog. Anything over 35 miles an hour, he ducks down and he's miserable. Please, we'll get places after taking him and he just throws up. He just gets car sick. He does not enjoy cars. And it was he and I crossing the United States. So the first leg was to my mom's house in Prescott. and he did okay. He didn't do great. We had to stop at to get gas or whatever, and it was 106, right? It's Arizona. Even though she lives in Prescott, like we still had to like down there in Bullhead City. It was hot, so I couldn't leave him in the car. So I had to take him with me. He's miserable. We get in there. I'm trying to get a soda, go to the bathroom. There's too many people. He threw up in the middle of Love's. I was like, great. It gets better. So then we get to my mom's, and he has not eaten. He will not drink. He will not go to the bathroom. He's just straight out like asleep, like wiped out. And I'm like, I've got at least 3 more days until Dan and I meet in Texas. So I'm like, okay. So we leave my mom's the next day, and doing okay. My heart is racing. My mom gave me this big old glass of ice water with like the rabbit turd ice. And I was like shoving my hand into that, like trying to ice water makes the anxiety, make the cold, makes the anxiety go away. And then my Bluetooth goes out.
What?
My Bluetooth went out. For crying out loud. I'm in the middle of New Mexico, and it's 1978 again because I'm having to find radio stations. You guys, I was not going to let menopause or a sick dog or anything get in my way of my new season of life. I'm like, no, man, we're going through it. I guess I was white knuckling it, but I was like, we're going to make it, man. We're going to get through this. If that's not our generation, a woman, like pushing through menopause, like I'm all of it. It was all happening all at once. Finally get to where we meet with Dan. I think we met in Amarillo. And then, of course, just like with a kid, the behavior changes. The dog goes to the bathroom. The dog starts eating. Give me a break with that. Here's what I also want to make sure you know. It is not a crisis. This is a decision. You get to make all these decisions on your own at your own timeline. But we kept coming back to the verse, Proverbs 16:9, which says, we make the plans and the Lord directs our steps. Because we knew like significant things, but we didn't know all of the details. And praise the Lord, I don't know that I would have that capacity to know all those details. So be grateful that you don't know them all, because there's peace in that, because you just know, okay, movers are coming on this day. Got to have the house ready to go by this day. Like that was kind of our situation. And we just kind of, relied on that. Grab a hold of that verse, Proverbs 16:9, and let it guide you through your relocation. If you're like me and you love a good checklist, I've put one together for us. And it will walk you through to see if you're ready to start this downsizing season. So I'm going to give you a couple of the questions, but on the checklist, there's more. And then if you check off more than like 5 of them, you need to book a call with us. Is your home starting to feel like a burden instead of a blessing? Do you feel like you're maintaining spaces that you no longer use? Like that happens very quickly. Have you considered what you would gain financially by selling? Are you sitting on a crap ton of equity? But if you are not, we can navigate that too. Like if you do have a lot of equity, are you going to roll that equity into your new purchase, or do we need to roll some of the equity and get a loan for your new purchase? Whatever the case may be, that's a good question to be considering. And are you craving margin financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically? That is something that you could wake up and start to feel like anxious just being in your house because there's projects to be done, things to be repaired, whatever. Nobody needs to live that life. So that's just a few of the questions on the checklist. Again, the link is in the description below. You have complete access to that, and it will help you see if downsizing is something that you are now looking at as like, you know what? It's time. It's time and it's okay. And if you don't want to book a video call where we're chatting face to face, you can always call us at 843-900-6869. Okay, so as I said at the earlier part of this video, I reject the term downsizing. I really do. And our real estate industry, they like to use rightsizing, like we're moving to the right size home. And that's okay. That's adorable. But I don't think it is like big to small. I just think of it as like we're wrapping up one chapter and we're moving to the next. We're not reading, when you read a book, you don't go, wow, that chapter was so good. This next one's going to suck because, whatever, like they go together. It's the same story. Waking up in your new home without feeling burdened by it. or you wake up and the day is yours. The day is yours to decide what you want to do and where you want to go and how many naps you want to take. This is not about shrinking your life, right? Like our generation was told to be seen and not heard. We had to go outside and be gone all day. Just get out of our realm. But this is not what this is about. This is about being seen, being heard, making your own decisions and making them big and boldly and with anticipation of it being fantastic because it's by your design, right? And one more thing, I would love to have you subscribe. Obviously, this is kind of a new bit of content on this channel. Subscribe to the channel because we could be making more content like this and I wouldn't want you to miss out on that. It's no charge to you. You know, we're Generation X. We like to be around people that are doing the same things as us. We're used to being around people that are doing the same thing. And I want to let you know, you're stepping forward. You're stepping into a place where people have gone before you, but they want more people to be doing it with them. And we're here to help you. So we'll see you next week.